And welcome to ColoradoSports.TV's presentation of the Chili Bowl. This is by the way, my name is Eric Scone, and sitting to my right is longtime friend and longtime CFC veteran, Sean Wilborn. How are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing today?
Man, it's so good to be here with you, bro, and it's going to be an exciting game. We've got the 12-0 New Mexico Titans taking on the 11-0 Denver Sharks.
Right.
And I don't know if they explained this to you because this is kind of a recent development. But what it was supposed to happen was the winner of this game was supposed to set up to go play the River City Rampage.
Right.
And then the winner of that game was going to go to the Nationals out in Florida. Well, the Rampage have backed out.
Uh-oh.
So the winner of this game now gets the bid to the national championship game with national football events in Florida.
So did this just jump from a qualifier to a national championship game?
Well, it's not a national championship game. It's still a qualifier.
Okay.
So, like I said, the winner of this one will go to Florida or has the invite and the bid to go to Florida and play in that national. And in talking with Jim Nugent with National Football Events, there's a very strong chance he's going to try to put them up against an East Coast team to put like an East and West. So he's thinking like New York or somebody along the East Coast.
Yeah.
So pretty exciting to have two undefeated teams. The New Mexico Titans are the New Mexico Independent Football League champions. The Denver Sharks are the Colorado Football Conference champions. Champion versus champion, battling at each other, undefeateds, to go on to a bid for nationals. How much fun can it be, man?
That's awesome, man. That just ups the stakes in this game right here, and these guys should come out with a lot of energy and want to play really, really tough ball with their teammates here.
Well, it looks like the Sharks are kicking off, and the Titans letting it bounce. He takes it up, man. He's at the 15 to the 20, cuts out to his left. He's got some blockers ahead of him. The Sharks are trying to get on him. He takes it to the 35 to the 40, and there's a Shark. He gets by him and then tackle from behind. Not a bad return to start the game off for the Titans.
Yeah, it's a huge return there up to midfield there to start the open and drive up here, almost in Shark territory.
Yeah, well, let's see where they spot. Yeah, it looks like they're spotted right there at the 50-yard line, so they got half a field to work with to try to open up on this drive. Now, were you able to watch any film on the Titans?
I have not, but I do know I spoke with the head coach, and he did tell me that a lot of their core has been together for quite a while, approximately close to 10 years, and they want to go out on a high note here and go out on one last hurrah.
Yeah.
If you say, and actually the owner is number 44 with the Titans there.
Eddie?
Eddie Villanueva.
Yeah. All right, so there's a snap, fades back. The receivers are going out. He tries a short pass, and number 4 of the Sharks is right there immediately. It looks like it was incomplete as well. So for the people who are watching, there was an agreed-upon rule system for this game. So they're going NCAA rules with 3 exceptions that I know of. Number 1 is you need to be down by contact.
Right.
Number 2 is clock stops. The stoppage of the clocks after the 2 minutes of each half.
Right.
And then the third one is there's no cut blocks allowed anywhere.
Right.
Where the Colorado Football Conference allows it in the interior line, they're not allowing it at all. So it's going to be heads-up football all night long.
That should be a great game. We have the short gain up the middle there on the run for the Titans there for a gain of appears to be 2.5 yards. And I heard the officials going over the rules earlier here with a few of the Sharks and some of the Titans players about the cutting. There is absolutely going to be no cutting here, which is great. So protect these guys' knees.
Okay, opening drive, third down here after the big kickoff for the Titans. And we've got receivers left and right. Looks like 2 to the left, 1 to the right, single back formation. Quarterback's audibling. Sharks are in a 4 down lineman front. Looks like a 4-3, single safety over the top. Oh, and there's some movement.
Yeah, and
there goes the flag. Looks like it's going to be a free play. He throws it outside and it's caught. That's enough for a first down with the catch.
Yeah, and it's the quarterback seen something in the Sharks formation before the play, and he sent out some signals to his wide receivers to change the play, and they also got the Sharks to jump off sides before he completed that pass to the sticks.
Yep, so the Titans have decided to turn down the penalty, and the play was good enough for a first down, so now we're going to have 1st and 10 for the Titans at the Sharks' 40-yard line.
Yeah, and they're in great field position now, and they look like they have a very good kicker. I was watching them warm up here before the game.
Okay.
And it looks like they're getting right on the edge of his range as well.
All right, same formation for the Sharks and for the Titans. Quarterback's getting under center, waiting for the snap. There we go. Handoff goes right, gets a few yards. Oh, maybe ended up pretty well. Gain of about 5 yards on that carry. So it should take us about 4. It's about 2nd and 6 after that carry.
Right, and that was the quarterback, Jason Bray, handing it off there to Tyler Wright up the middle.
Well, I got to commend you on your vision, man, because those numbers against that camouflage for me are a little tougher to see.
Yeah, those are really, really nice jerseys. They remind me of our servicemen and women who wear those type of jerseys as well.
Same formation for the Titans, and likewise for the Sharks. And there's a snap going across the middle, brought down, hit quick, gain of about, 3 yards on that one. So it's going to be 3rd and 2, it looks to be. So this might be a pretty important 3rd down. So you were watching this kicker. If they don't convert right here, do you think he's got the leg for this kick?
I do think he has the leg to make this kick. He was booming him from pretty deep in warm-ups, but he was actually kicking in the opposite direction. There was a little bit of wind gust here when I was down on the field a little while ago, but not much where it should affect the kick.
All right, well, the Denver Sharks are going to want a defensive hold right here because we're on 3rd down and 2. There's a snap, hits the middle. They hold him, but he pushes through and gets another 1st down. Gain of about 3 yards on that play. That's going to give us 1st and 10 for the Titans at the Sharks' 28-yard line.
Yeah, and if you look at those hogs up front for the Titans, they're getting a push up front on almost every play. So their runs, they're running downhill, and he's falling forward for extra yards on every carry.
Yep, so the opening drive for the Titans was going the way that they were hoping for. But we're now at 1st and 10, and let's see what the Sharks can do here and see if they can hold them back a little bit. And the Titans haven't changed their formation at all.
Right, they see something in this defense that they think they can take advantage of, and the Sharks haven't made any adjustments at all. Let's see if they can actually stop this.
Bounce outside. He finds a little hole, but he makes it happen, and then here comes the swarming Sharks. Did they turn that ball over?
Yeah, the ball did.
Yeah,
come out
that was a strip by the Sharks. I can't see who that was.
It looks like Devin Cox
was
over
that
there.
14? Devin Cox makes the strip.
That's Devin Cox. He returned. He picked up the fumble and started to go backwards down the field for the Sharks. They get the turnover there to stop this drive at the 31-yard line, and the Sharks are going to take over with the ball there.
Great job by Devin Cox there to get that turnover right when they needed it too. I mean, as an offensive player, that's got to be a bit of a eagle killer. You're driving down the field, you get a great kick return to start the playoff.
Right.
You're running the ball, you're moving the ball, you're getting your 1st downs. You hand the ball off, and then there's Cox right there to come take it away from you. It's got to feel tough, man.
Yeah, and I tell you, they needed it too because this defense was gassed. They were walking around with their hands on their hips, and sure enough, and you seen the Titans come out in that same formation again, and they were ready for it, and they forced the turnover.
All right, so for those who don't know, the Sharks quarterback, Juwan McFall-Price, a.k.a. Smoke, he actually had an amazing season, man. Not only did it, bad snap. Outside, and look at 13 try to do something with that, cutting that left, and he turned nothing into something on that carry. It looked like a really bad snap, and Smoke wasn't ready for it.
Right, and it looks like he probably picked up 4 yards running the ball and took a small shot at the end of that play when they could have got 5 yards for free anyway. So let's see what the call is. Looks like it is encroachment on the defense. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the New Mexico Titans.
Yeah, they sure is. So, Smoke, not only does he take a first-year team all the way to the championship game, and in an amazing ending, they win it. So, he also won Offensive MVP of the Year,
right,
and Quarterback of the Year.
Right.
So, he's had an incredible journey this season. And here he is in a shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, max protection. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff, gives it to the number 13 again, bounces outside, and he could be gone. Takes it to 15, finally brought down. Nice run for 13 there. Who is that? That's not James, is it?
That was a huge run right there for the Greyhawks. Excuse me.
Did you say
you
do that one more time?
The Denver Sharks. Oh, man, these guys are going to get me for the Denver Sharks. I apologize.
You know what? I don't blame you, man. I think the last time I did a broadcast was for the Greyhawks.
Right.
I haven't done one all year. Who's 13?
This just lets me know I'm thinking about these guys,
There he is. Oh, his name's scratched off.
It looks like Jay Lane. And I know that's not true because I believe Jay wasn't going to make it for
Yeah,
this
so
game.
I don't know who 13 is, but he sure is starting off very well. And here's a snap. Gives it to the fullback this time. He gets wrapped up immediately for a 3-yard loss in that play. So it's going to take us to 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and that was a big, big hit right there for Michael Gormley. Right up the middle to stop that run there.
Yeah, he timed that snap perfectly. Was in that backfield quick, and he killed that play in the backfield. It was a great play by him.
Right, great run recognition.
Yeah. All right, so on 2nd and 13, looks like we're going to change the formation. We've got some personnel changes going on for the Sharks.
Yeah, and now this is interesting. Now you have both the owners for these teams both play. Toshi Richardson, number 37 for the Denver Sharks. It looks like he is lining up to the left side of the quarterback in the backfield. And also number 44, Eddie Villanueva, is the owner of the New Mexico Titans.
All right, and there's that snap. He's got time, goes deep over the left side, and they just cannot connect. That's going to bring 3rd and long coming.
Yeah, it was just a little bit out of reach there.
You know, and the Sharks actually had a very strong passing game this season. To buy time, Smoke has got the speed and agility to run around back there and give his receivers time to get open. So it'll be pretty interesting affair for him tonight.
Yeah, the Titans are definitely going to have to know where Smoke is at all times. So if he doesn't get outside and beat him with his feet. And so far, New Mexico's defense is standing tough, haven't given up much yards after the turnover, and they're going to come out with the ball inside of New Mexico territory at the 48-yard line, 3rd down and 3.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, in a shotgun formation, max protection. There's a snap. Smoke fades back. Quick hitch, caught. Number 11's got it, got the 1st down and then some. Great 3rd down play.
Yeah, and that's a completion by Michael Simpson there from Smoke for a 1st down for the Denver Sharks.
Remind me, where did they take possession after the turnover?
At the 31-yard line, their own 31-yard line.
So good 3rd down conversion for the Denver Sharks, and they're finally moving the chains.
Right, and they start at their 31, and now they're on the Titans' 31.
Yeah, they sure are. And you know what? I know his nickname, but the kicker for the Sharks, I think that's in his range. He had a really good season this year, and they've got a pretty strong kicker.
Yeah, you know, I actually watched him kick a field goal against the Raptors in their championship game as well, and they didn't hesitate on sending him in there, and he went in there and he produced and he put those points on the board.
He put several points on the board in that game, didn't he?
That's correct,
yeah.
And they were able to squeak that one out.
All right, same formation for the Sharks, 1 to the left, 2 to the right, max protection, 4 down linemen front for the Titans, and they're showing a blitz, and Smoke sees it, calling it out to his guys. There's a snap, pitch outside to 13. He's got blockers in front of him. He kind of stumbled on his own there. Nobody really touched him. He kind of lost his feet on that one.
Yeah, that was Turf Monster there. It looks like his shoestrings got pulled by that little tread of grass back there. But he still was able to fall forward, it does look like, for
gain of 4, no?
A small gain.
Yeah. What was that? No, gain of 3 yards on that play. So we're going to be looking at second and 7.
Right. And as we see in the first possession for the Titans, they had the Sharks out there for an extended period of time, and now it looks like the Sharks have the Titans on the field for the defense on the field for an extended period of time.
All right, so we're going to stick with the same formation. Are the Sharks going to send one receiver left to the right and max protection? We're still on a 4 down lineman front for the Titans. 2 safeties, though. There's that snap. It's a bad snap. Smoke has to roll out, finds it, throws it, intercepted on the play, finally brought down. Boy, both these offenses open it up by good drives that ended in turnovers, and we're still at 0-0 in the first quarter with 6 minutes, 38 seconds left to go in the first.
Yeah, and Kyle Lopez went low for that one. He picked it up and scooped it off the ground. It looks like Smoke was looking for number 37, Toshi Richardson, who was wide open for a quick second there in the flats. Just sailed on him a little bit there, and it was picked off.
You know what? I don't know if our producer, Scott, is showing you this, but the view from here with the sunset behind us and the sun shining across the city and the mountains, this is a beautiful stadium. And the view out here is incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Isn't that nice?
And the lights are already on, too.
Yeah, they sure are. All right, so the Titans go back to the formation they were running in the first place, and the Sharks are doing the same as well. Looks like they're trying to bring some pressure. There's the handoff. He finds something in the middle, but he's eaten up real quick, so gain of about 2. Oh, they gave him an extra yard there. Looks like a gain of about 4 yards on that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he's itching to bust one of those big. And if the Sharks continue to play defense like they are playing, I'm going to say this man might hit the home run.
Yeah.
Because it looks like they're putting 8 guys in the box, maybe 9 at times. And if they miss an assignment there, this guy's going to be running for a long time.
You know, and the Sharks were actually very good against the run this year. There's the snap. Yeah, he's getting extra yardage there, too, and pushes forward to the first down. The Titans are going to have first and goal at their own 42-yard line. Not first and goal, first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Right, and you see that they're the Sharks the front 4 up front is a very, very tough line. But it looks like the Titans have no fear about running the ball right up the middle at these guys, popping pads with them and running that ball downhill.
Yeah, their running game is definitely working today. And I probably don't see them breaking away from it until the Sharks decide to stop it.
Right, and you see, as I stated, they have 8 guys in the box.
Yeah, there's that snap, and there's that handoff going for the middle. And finally the Sharks hold him up. But he was still fought for a first down. Or not, first 1 yard gain.
Still picked up a yard.
Yeah. And that was actually not bad because he met a crowd in the backfield and fought his way forward for 1 yard.
1 yard gain on the play brings up second down and 9.
Right, and here we are with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter with a scoreless ball game and what looks like right now a very, very good contested ball game.
Yeah, both offenses started off with good drives that ended in turnovers, and now the Titans are in their second possession of the game, 2nd and 9. Same formation, just flipped. 2 receivers right, 1 left, single back formation. Waiting for the snap is the quarterback. Trying to catch him offsides. Did he get it? Yeah, there might be an offsides there. Running back bounces outside right, and the Sharks finally wrap him up.
Right, and that's another free play. The running back runs it outside for a short gain of, looks like 3.5 yards. But this is going to be a free 5 yards here against the Sharks for jumping off. That outside defensive end on the left side just couldn't hold his water.
No, that's true. But you know what? The quarterback must be doing something right, because that's the second one of the game so far.
Right.
Early in the first quarter, and he's catching these Sharks jumping.
Yeah, either they're trying to anticipate the snap count, or these guys just are being undisciplined right now. And they cannot continue to do this because this New Mexico Titans team can put points on the board, and you don't want to help them out by moving the ball for them.
That's very true.
And as I stated, they are running the ball. They have only passed the ball, I believe, once, maybe twice, entire game. So they have no fear about running the ball.
So now we're 2nd and 4, and finally some motion. And the Sharks are trying to get him in the backfield. This guy just bounces off of people.
Yeah,
they think they're making contact in the backfield, and he just bounces right off them and keeps going.
Yeah, he's taking more than one guy to take him down. He's normally making the first guy miss, and then the second guy has to come and wrap him up while the third guy comes and takes him down.
Well, now the Sharks bring him to a 3rd down situation, 3rd and 2. So another big 3rd down here for the Sharks.
Right. And it looks like, as I stated, these guys are banging it out here. There's no clear difference in advantage here for either team, but I can say that the Titans have been running the ball and that clock off with the ball, so we'll see how that pans out.
All right, crowded line for the Sharks here. Single safety over the top. Linebackers fade back. There's that handoff, and he's got himself another first down.
Another first down up the middle.
Yeah.
These guys they're picking up these yards up the middle because they have no fear of running the ball. Maybe they think that they can dominate the Sharks' defensive pressure up front, and as of right now, it looks like I'll have to give the nod to the Titans.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job with that run game. But I know the Sharks have got the coaching prowess to make the adjustments needed. So
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, especially with Shannon Sandman Richards um, running the helm there. He's always been a great and respected coach in Colorado,
Right.
and I'm sure he'll get it right. But in the meantime, we're at 1st and 10, and another methodical drive here for the Titans. And the Sharks are trying to show some pressure up the middle, and there's another guy jumping off. It's free play, but the sack happens in the backfield. That was Malcolm,
Penalty flag on the play.
right?
Yeah, that sack on the play was by number 3. It was going to be Ayub Corey.
Oh, no, that wasn't Malcolm. Malcolm's 8, am I right?
Malcolm Riley is number 8. But that sack is going to be all for nothing because they did jump off sides. So we will have pretty much a first down here for the Titans
In 5.
and take that sack off the board.
You know, it's not a sack, and you're right. You know, they got 5 yards out of the snap, but that quarterback knows it feels to get hit by the Sharks right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's a really tough D end over there. That guy's a monster.
All right, same formation for the Titans.
It's 7 in the box.
There's that snap. We're going to try and throw it. Throws to his right. The guy is open, but the quarterback could not connect.
Yeah, it looks like he was in a little bit of a rush. If he would have just set his feet,
Yeah.
and took his time, he did have a receiver wide open, which would have been a first down as well.
Yeah, it would have, and he was open.
Yeah.
That cutback that he made, there was plenty of space for him to keep going, too, if he had caught it.
Right, and there were seven Shark defenders in the box with 4 DBs, and they gave that receiver, a wide open lane in the flats there. It just couldn't connect on that play.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans really love this formation, and I don't blame them. It's working for them. So waiting for the snap as the quarterback. Handoff, going left and met immediately and pushed back, and the Sharks have now held him to a 3rd down. Gain of 1 on that play.
Yeah, and it's still positive yardage, but it looks like they're putting more guys in the box now to try to compound that run game. And Mr. Weldon Guillory there, number 35. That's an interesting guy to talk about there. Let's talk about him for a moment.
Weldon is not only an incredible athlete, but his stamina is incredible. How long has he been playing in this league?
25 years.
25 years playing in the Colorado Football Conference, and he still plays at an incredible level.
Right, and the man also has 10 championship rings as well.
Yeah, nothing to squawk out for his career. He should be an automatic shoo-in for the Colorado Football Conference Hall of Fame when he's eligible. There's the fade back, trying to find some pressure. Is that caught?
It is completion.
Yeah, but it's short.
That is short.
It's a 1-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. So let's see what the Titans are going to do here on 4th down. Doesn't look like they're sending anybody out.
They're not even hesitating. Their quarterback is still on the field. I think the decision has already been made. I think they're going to go for this 4th down.
No, what they're going to do is they're going to let the end of the first quarter happen as we're down to 3 seconds and ticking. And as they take a break to switch sides, we'll take a break. And thank you for watching Colorado Sports TV's coverage of the Mexico Chili Bowl. And welcome back to ColoradoSports.TV's coverage of the New Mexico Chili Bowl, where the undefeated Titans are going against the undefeated Sharks. It is 4th and 3, and the Titans are still in that same offensive package. And crowded box here for the Sharks. Finally have some motion in the backfield for the Titans, waiting for the snap. Pitch outside. Sharks see it, find him, bring him down for a loss. and that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Denver Sharks defense.
Yeah, and the first man in there was 14, Devin Cox. He's already got a fumble recovery in this ball game, and now he's got a big turnover on 4th down by stopping that running back in the backfield.
You know, Devin Cox has got some championships and his credit as well, and this year is just added to that. And now if he can put together the Chile Bowl championship, maybe we can send him to nationals, and he's having a great game.
That is correct. To my knowledge, I believe Mr. Cox there has 5 rings.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of decorated agents over there on the Sharks sideline as well. The head coach, Shannon Richardson, I believe, has 9 championship rings.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of pedigree over there on the Sharks side.
You know.
And they're doing a great job on defense. They're like doing a bend but don't break system with, that's a second turnover there for the Sharks. 1 on downs and 1 on a fumble recovery, and the defense is doing its job.
Right, and here we come back out here with the Titans on defense. Let's see if they can have another defensive.
All right, we're going to pitch it outside right. Oh, and it's a quarterback or a running back option. And the receiver bobbles it. Number 1 had it right in his hands and let it drop right to the ground. He was wide open on that.
Wow, and he's a really, really well-known guy, too. That's Travis Greer there who dropped that ball.
Oh, he's had a good career, too. Everybody knows about Travis Greer in Colorado. He's an athlete. He just let one get away from him. It was a little underthrown.
Right.
Because he was pedaling backwards, and he had to reach down for it.
Yeah, he's wide open. You got to make that catch.
Yeah, I can't make excuses, can I? I can't make excuses for it.
Yeah, and I'm surprised here. That was the first time that we actually seen New Mexico get caught by surprise in any formation. And they fell for that tailback running out to the right, and he took the pass and put it over the top. Had a receiver wide open, just couldn't come down with the catch.
Yeah, it was a beautifully executed halfback pass option by the running back and the quarterback. And just Travis let it bounce out of his hands, and that's going to take us to 2nd and 10. There's a snap, handoff up the middle. He's got some room, bounces outside. That should be enough for a first down. Yep, that's a good spot. That's going to be a 10-yard carry on the play.
Yeah, and that was a big, big hit, too, on the play. And it looks like he is going to be down. That is DeHaven DeHoma.
Yeah, our running back is still on the ground out there.
And it did look like he took a big shot to the back and a small shot possibly to his helmet. So we'll take our time and see what's going on with this injury here, as we also see the New Mexico Titans taking knees and the Sharks to show their sportsmanship as well.
Well, he's moving, so I think he probably just took one really good to the back and stretching that out. And number 48 of the Sharks gets up and runs back to the sideline. So, it's probably painful, but he seems to be fine.
Yeah, and this is a big game, and this is going to be tough for one of these teams at the end because neither one of them has lost all season.
That's true. That is very true. They're all going to fight till the end. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
All right, so that takes us back to 1st and 10 after that run for the Sharks, and they are in Titan territory at the Titans' 48-yard line. And now we're going to go pistol formation, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Looks like 4 down linemen front for the Titans. Waiting for the snap of smoke. Handoff up the middle. Fighting for something. Gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, see, and as I stated up front there, it looks like these guys are going to play it out in the trenches here both ways.
Yeah.
These guys are banging it out down there with the defensive tackle in that center. And then you also got that defensive end on both sides of the ball being contested by those tackles. Like, there's actually a lot of popping of those pads going on down there on the field.
All right, so 2nd and 9 coming up for the Sharks. We're at 13 minutes, 24 seconds and ticking left in the first half. And you know what? This seems to be a fast game because of all the ground and pound that's been going on by both sides.
Right, the clock's not stopping.
Yeah, the clock hasn't been stopping much at all so far today. All right, we're going to go same formation, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, single back formation for the Sharks. It looks like they're in a 3-4 front now. Pitching outside right. Running back's trying to find anything. He gets wrapped up deep in the backfield.
Right, and Phillip Torch Williams, actually number 21, came on that outside blitz, create that pressure. When the running back tried to cut back, reverse the field, he ran right into him for a loss on the play.
That was an 8-yard loss. So that's going to actually take them to 3rd and 17 for the Denver Sharks right now. That's a lot of ground to make up.
That is a lot of ground.
Especially the way both these defenses have been playing so far today.
Yeah, and it just proves to us that both these guys have very, very good defenses because no one's actually been in field goal range yet. These guys have been keeping both defenses on the field for extended periods in this game.
All right, so Smoke's going to send them out. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 2 safeties over the top, it looks like, for the Titans. Crowded line up front. There's that snap. Smoke's got time. Tries to bounce forward. Here comes the pressure. Gets rid of it. Caught. Now the receiver's got to find some extra yardage of space and fights for a little extra. Not a bad play. And it's going to bring up a 4th and short situation for the Sharks.
Right, that's 4th and 1. That was a great read right there from Smoke. He took his time, rolled to the right, found his receiver. The receiver sat, caught the ball, and turned upfield and just came up 1 yard short. And, hey, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this is that what are you going to do area of the field. And it looks like they may be set to go for this because Smoke is still on the field.
Yeah, there comes the 2. Smoke's coming right out there. He went to the sideline, so I don't know if they were bringing the kicking team on or not. But now he came back out. And now, I don't blame him for going on 4th and 1.
Yeah. And you see number 37 is out there as well. And I told you earlier, the owner, Toshi Richardson, and he's a beast. You can run the ball behind him, and he can get you a good push up front.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you think behind Toshi you'd be able to get 1 yard, if not more. Well, it looks like the Denver Sharks have called a timeout. So as they take a break, let's go ahead and take a break ourselves. And thank you again for watching ColoradoSports.TV's coverage of the New Mexico Chili Bowl. And welcome back to ColoradoSports.TV's coverage of the presentation of the New Mexico Chili Bowl. It's 2 undefeated teams. It's scoreless. You got 11-18 left in the first half. The Sharks are going for it on 4th and 1 out of a shotgun. There's the handoff. He's pushing forward. It looks like he's got enough to me. Do the refs agree?
That's right, and he did exactly what I thought he was going to do, is run that ball right off of Toshi Richardson, right hip, and it looks like he picked up just enough yards for that first down.
Well, it's all going to depend on the spot by the refs there. So waiting for the call. What are they going to pull the chains out? The Titans think they held him.
The way they're spotting this ball here, we should get a measurement here. It looks like when they originally, this will be a first down. Once they come out and measure this, I believe this will be a first down.
Looks like they didn't set the clip, so the side judge has to set the clip.
Yeah,
but at least the markers are down right, so he's going to get it right. What do you call it? You calling it a first down?
I'm going to say this is a first down. Just by an inch or two.
It's a tough spot, man, because it looked like he was beyond it to me. And let's see what the refs say. It is a first down for the Denver Sharks. Boy, these 4th downs here in this game are dramatic.
Yeah, and that was literally, if you've seen the NFL game where the official used that index card to slide down in there for the first down, it literally was that close here in this one.
It was that close.
This instant as well.
Wow. So, all right, so now we're going to continue to run the clock. We're at 11 minutes, 8 seconds and ticking. And it's 1st and 10 for the Sharks. And it's time for somebody to score already.
Yeah, I tell
game
you,
up.
The New Mexico Titans, it looks like they're content right now giving up the small dink and dunks here. They're not giving up anything big, and they're still standing their ground, So let's see what happens in this drive.
All right, there's a snap by Smoke trying to find somebody to get open, trying to get away, and he's using his feet, but then he's finally brought down, and the ball's on the ground. Was he down by contact? Looks like the white hat is calling him down by contact.
Yeah, he's down there. We got a little pushing after the play there, but as I just stated, the New Mexico Titans didn't seem worried at all.
Yeah, they sure didn't. And look at this loss on this play.
This is huge.
Yeah, so on first down, what's it going to be now? They're back to where are they spotting at the 50? No, even further back. I don't see the spot.
That's a 12-yard loss. We're here at the 50-yard line.
Oh, okay. The white hat was confusing me, that's why.
That's a 12-yard loss there.
It sure is.
And like I stated, they weren't, there's no urgency right now out of the Titans because they feel like their pressure that they're applying on the Sharks is enough. And so they give up the short gains here. I don't think they're concerned about that. They just want to make sure they don't give up anything over the top and get these guys off the field and give their offense another shot.
Well, I'm sure the Titans are going to be thinking over the top right now when you're looking at 2nd and 22 for the Sharks. They've lost a lot of yardage, and then we're going to go at a shotgun formation.
Right.
And now there's a flag. Oh, we've got to delay a game against the Sharks.
Delay a game. You're right.
That's going to take them back even further. And the Sharks aren't doing much to help their situation here.
Wow, we're looking at 2nd and 27 here.
A lot of ground to make up here for the Sharks. They're going to stay in that same formation. 2 receivers right, tight end right, receiver left, shotgun formation.
And you see cornerback number 22, Josh, coming up to get that bump on the receiver here.
Oh, there was some contact, and there's the flag. That might be defensive pass interference, and the Titans might have given the Sharks a break here.
Yeah, he was looking for Chris Smith over the middle there, number 17, and it does look like a defender may have got there a little bit early. There was contact. Let's see what the officials, how they call it. There was a Titan defender there.
Pass interference against the Titans. That'll be, if we're using the NCAA rules, that should be a 15-yard penalty, but an automatic first down.
That's correct.
So, but they didn't gain back all the yardage that they lost.
But they got the first down.
And actually, they're back 1 yard from the original line of scrimmage with that penalty.
Right. And there was a defender in the area that could have turned around and actually made an interception on that play, but he had his back to the ball. The other defender, safety, came over the top and got there a little bit early. And now it's unfortunate that they gave up the automatic first down with that pass interference.
Yeah, so that keeps the drive alive here for the Denver Sharks as he goes into shotgun formation with 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, the old double-double. And now we've got, looks like, are they running a 3-4?
Yeah, they're acting like they're bringing more guys, but they're only bringing 3
one-on-one, and he overthrows the receiver.
Yeah, this was the first play where they brought more than 3, but normally what they're doing is they seem like they're packing the box. 3 are bull rushing up front, and the rest of the guys are dropping back. It's just an appearance that they're going to rush more.
I don't know if you noticed what I just noticed, Sean, but they tried to throw to number 1. So they saw something with that defensive back on an island, and as they were walking away, there's a huge difference in size between that DB and number 1. Number 1 towers above him.
That's
so
correct.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see that connection happen later on in this game. They gave it a shot. They just couldn't make it connect.
Right, and number 1 is going to be Travis Greer for the Denver Sharks. And
I can't see the number of that DB that was trying to cover him.
Yeah,
but he had him beat deep. They just couldn't make the connection.
He did. He had a step, and it was just out of reach there.
And I like that idea for a jump ball between those 2 right there. But they're still going with 2 safeties over the top. Same formation, double-doubles, 2 left, 2 to the right. Same front, and that perfectly timed snap by the linebacker tackles the Sharks running back in the backfield for a loss, and now a 5-yard loss, and that should bring us to 3rd and 15 now.
Yeah, and that's going to be Michael Gromley again with another big play in the backfield, this time for a loss.
He timed that snap perfectly.
Yeah, and he got straight in there with no pressure and was in the backfield as soon as that handoff was given to the running back and was able to stop him for a loss in the game on the play. And we do have, it looks like a Titans player down here with his pads and his jersey off. I hope this isn't the player who was injured earlier because it looks like he may be out of action for a little bit here.
Yeah, that guy over there.
Correct.
All right, so on 3rd and 15, the Sharks are going to spread them out, double doubles, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, shotgun formation.
Looks like the Titans are in man formation.
They're trying to, they're trying to
Penalty flag on the play.
time that snap again. What are they stopping the clock for?
Delay game.
Oh, another delay game against the Sharks.
Yeah, and it looks like we're just watching the game being played here from the 30 to the 30 like it's nothing else going on. These guys aren't actually moving the ball too much any direction, but they are staying right here at midfield, and the clock is running out.
All right, well, a Sandman walks on the field. That's going to be a timeout here for the Denver Sharks. And as they take a break, let's take a break. And thank you for watching Colorado Sports TV's coverage of the New Mexico Chili Bowl. And welcome back to ColoradoSports.TV's coverage of the New Mexico Chili Bowl, where the undefeated Sharks are trying to keep this drive alive against the undefeated Titans. We're at 0-0 with 7 minutes, 19 seconds left in the first half. And here we are with another big third down play here for the Denver Sharks.
Right, and the Titans have been pretty close on the snap, on the last couple of plays here. Let's see if they continue to get the correct snap count.
There's the pressure, throws it deep over the top, and it is incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th and long. So let's continue this conversation we were having during the break. I told you that it seems like the Titans have figured out the snap count.
Right.
Because there's 2 or 3 plays in a row where they're hitting the line right at the snap.
Right, and so sometimes the center might do something with his fingers. You might see his knuckles go white, and the ball's going to be snapped, or the quarterback might be, lifting his leg a little too soon, or starting to step back before the snap. And these guys have a high IQ, and they're able to pick up on this stuff. And next thing you know, they're breaking the line of scrimmage as soon as the ball is snapped.
Yeah, and the Titans have done a great job of that on that drive right there. But big losses on that drive for the Sharks has brought us to 4th and forever.
Right.
And that puts us in a punting situation. I can't see the number of that kick returner.
Yeah, and you know what? These guys, as I stated, no one's moved the ball really anywhere because this has been a very, very good defensive ball game. But let's see, both teams' offenses are explosive.
There's that snap, and the punt's in the air. Looks like it's going to come down right around the 15-yard line, bounces to the 10, and he finally picks it up, and there's plenty of Sharks there. He gets away from him. But, boy, him letting that ball bounce around in front of him like that cost this team quite a bit of yardage there.
Yeah, and that's going to be Anthony Ratliff. He should have ran up and caught the ball on the first bounce, and he probably would have picked up a lot more yards than he did. Now they're set up inside their own 20.
Yeah, where are they spotting it? At the 12?
At the 17-yard line.
At the 17, yeah. So 1st and 10 at the 17 for the Titans. And let's see if they go back to that ground and pound game that was working for them.
I don't think you change it. There's been no real stop up front to the running game, so you keep on pounding that ball and try to wear these defenders down.
Well, they're not changing their formation. They've been in that same offensive formation pretty much all day so far. And the Sharks are still in that forefront, but they've got a lot of people in the box.
Yeah,
single safety over the top. Throw outside is caught. The receiver gets away from him, cuts back inside. Here comes the Shark wall, and they finally get him out.
Right.
Big gain on the play. Number 42 drags him out.
Yeah, and that completion is caught by the receiver, number 1, Darian Thompson, which is going to pick up a huge first down after he made the first defender miss and then got down the field for the first down.
Well, they're asking to run the clock, and that's because we're not inside 2 minutes. And there we go. And they finally got it going. So, yeah, out of bounds, the ball will be stopped inside 2 minutes of both halves.
Right.
Outside of that, the clock will just continue to run.
We got another whistle here. We got looks like a Shark player is down, number 21. Let's see what the injury may be, or maybe
I didn't see how he went down. Did you see how he went down?
he may just need a blow. You know, he may tried to make that tackle. That is going to be Jamar Harris. He may have tried to make that tackle and maybe took a shot to the midsection there. But he's up on his feet, and he's making his way off the field on his own power. No trainer assistance, so I believe he's going to be okay. Just need a breather.
Okay. Well, they're waiting for him to come off the field. You know, on that last play, though, that receiver showed some agility and speed to break away because I thought they had him wrapped up there right after the catch.
Right.
And he cut outside and made something happen.
You know, a lot of times now you see the receivers catch the balls and run straight out of bounds, you know, instead of trying to make something happen. But this guy didn't. He looked at the sidelines and he went the opposite direction. He wanted to try to bust that all the way.
Okay, they finally break for that old formation, and they're going double-doubles. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation are the Titans. 4 down linemen front for the Sharks. Looks like a delayed blitz coming, and right when he gets there, it's gone overthrown.
And he had a man. He had Darian Thompson again, who had a step on that cornerback. And if he would have caught that ball, that's a touchdown.
Yeah. He had that DB beat a little bit.
Right, and so now we see the Sharks missed one, and now the Titans missed one. This is actually shaping up to be a very, very defensive-minded ball game here.
You know, I love defensive games. Defensive football is fun for me. I know a lot of people think it's boring because there's no points being scored, but it always adds up to a great ending.
Right.
Great ending.
All right, and then again, as we stated, we have 2 undefeated teams here trying to get a win.
And they both know that a run at the national title is on the line on this game. So it's going to be a hard-fought battle, and a nice tackle made up front, but a good push by the running back gives them a gain of about 3 yards. So we're going to be looking at 3rd and 7 here for the Titans. And the Denver Sharks defense is doing what it's done, and that's bringing up 3rd downs and bending but not breaking, folding a little bit, you know, but keeping them in this game. Yeah, this has been a midfield event.
All right. Nobody's actually been able to. Well, the Titans have been running the ball with consistency and actually have been picking up yards, but the drives keep coming down on downs.
Yeah, and you're right. It's been between the 30s, it feels like. All right, so quarterback's under center, waiting for the snap, crowded line. There's that snap, throw quick outside. It's caught, met immediately, but he fights enough for a 1st down. And we're going to have 1st and 10 for the Titans at the Sharks' 48-yard line.
Yeah, man, and you look over at this guy, Darian Thompson, this receiver number 1 for the Titans. This kid is small, but he has a big heart. You can see how explosive he is every time he touches the ball. He's always looking to make the extra play. He's looking to get more out of every play.
Every time. Every single touch he gets. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
And
all right, quarterback breaks the huddle. Same formation. Receivers left and right. Crowded box for the Sharks. Waiting for the snap. There it is. He fades back. He's looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's hit as he's thrown. That causes an overthrow. And the quarterback has to get picked up off the field after taking a hit after that throw.
I tell you something here. I think this quarterback has just picked up on something here. I've watched it for the last couple of plays here, and it looks like Jason Bray, number 7 for the Titans, he's picking on Jamar Harris there.
Is he?
You know, he sees Jamar Harris on the outside, number 21, and he's now number 1 is getting a lot more targets. If he's going to be able to get a little bit more accurate on his pass, I think they may have something there. As you see, they've taken Jamar out on this play.
Yeah, right as you say that, they make the substitution. Jamar goes out. And we're going shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Little double-double waiting for the snap is the quarterback. There we go, and it goes, and he's looking to throw it right across the middle, and it's caught. And this guy's fighting for extra. These extra fighting receivers are making a big difference for these Titans. They get it, and they make contact immediately, but they keep fighting for more.
Right, and this time Bray gets the completion to Daniel Martinez up the middle. Looks like he's going to be just a few inches short of that first down in Shark territory at the 38.5 or 39-yard line. All right, so now these guys are going to the air a little bit more. I think these guys are trying to put a little bit more pressure on the Sharks. Again, like I said, there's been really no resistance.
Well, now we're at 3rd and 3rd and 1 for the Titans in a shotgun formation, double-double. Sharks have got a little crowded box. Let's see if they put some pressure. Handoff up the middle, and he's hit immediately. Fights for the extra, and he gets it. These Titans like to fight for their yardage, don't they?
Yeah, because he was definitely stopped on that first effort, but the second effort does look like was able to bust him through there for the first down.
Well, you see what Devin's doing out there, Devin Cox?
They're saying a turnover.
Looks like he dropped the ball, and the refs agree with him. They stripped him, and we have a turnover again by the Sharks defense, and this game is still being played within the 30s.
Wow, because it looked like he had got enough for the first down initially after that second surge, but I guess he dropped the ball trying to get that second
I didn't see
surge.
the drop either, but the Sharks thought they had it, and the refs agreed with them, and now the Sharks get to go on offense again. You know what? I'm going to say this, man. One thing I was worried about, when you travel, you always worry about maybe getting homered by the referees.
Right.
These guys are doing a great job.
They're doing an excellent job.
They're doing a wonderful job. They're calling a fair game, and you don't have to worry about getting homered when you come to New Mexico at all. They're taking care of business. They're really good, these refs are.
I will definitely agree with you there. The officials are not interfering in the game and letting the guys play, and they're going to let these two teams determine who's going to win the game.
Good. Yep, very good. So Juwan sends them out, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, and double-double handoff up the middle. And he's trying to fight for extra yardage, gain of about 3 yards on that carry. He's up 4.
It looks like a gain of 3.5.
Yeah. Did it seem like the defense wasn't set already? There was that quick snap and handoff, and it seemed like they were delayed to finally get into him.
I think that, Smoke finally decided to change his count up a little bit and rush it because he noticed that they're starting to pick up on it. And he handed up the middle for a short gain there, which is actually a nice way to start your drive.
Yeah, let's see if they can do this again as we looking at, 2nd and 7-ish for the Sharks.
Right.
There's a snap, quick handoff. He's trying to go middle, and he's met right away by that defensive lineman. Caught him quick. Loss of about 2 on that play.
All right. And you look up, and you see Michael Gormley once again
this guy's having
making
a game.
a tackle in the backfield.
So that's going to take us to 3rd and 8 for the Sharks. And you know what? The defense is and the Titans are going to call a timeout.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to preserve some of this clock with 2:41 remaining here in the first half so they can get the ball back before with the 2-minute warning and have some time to go with a timeout left.
Wow. What a fun game to watch. And I tell you what, they're taking a break.
First quarter?
No, this is still the first quarter?
No,
I thought we were
flipped ends already.
We already flipped sides.
Yeah,
I'm going to debate that.
It's second quarter. It's second quarter.
It
We
is the
flipped.
second quarter.
Yeah.
We did the flip. So we got 2:41 left in the first half. Somebody was trying to tell us it was still the first quarter. I think that's because they haven't changed it on the
scoreboard.
Yeah, on the scoreboard. But I think we're definitely in the second quarter.
Yeah, definitely.
I was telling I don't know if you know this, but I got family who lives out here.
Right.
Yeah, so I got to spend the day with my cousin, and I'm horrible with time. But I know we flipped. So,
Awesome.
last thing I need somebody else to give me a time switch.
Right. I want to say that both teams have got to be gassed to have these guys out on the field so much in this first half.
All right, big 3rd and 8 play here for the Denver Sharks with 2 minutes, 41 seconds left. Pitches outside. Is he trying to throw it himself? He does. It connect. And the receiver dropped the ball again. He hit him in the hands. That's 2 times they've gone with a halfback pass option. The halfback has done his job, and the receivers have let him down.
Well, this time that halfback was actually number 14, Devin Cox.
Devin Cox threw that?
Devin Cox was the one that actually threw that ball, and again, it was dropped. It should have been completed, but it's unfortunate for the Sharks. Now it's going to bring up a 4th down with 2:34 remaining here in the second quarter, and a very, very dangerous returner back there for the New Mexico Titans in Anthony Ratliff.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good game so far as well. He started that opening kickoff and started him in the 50, and now he's hovering around the 25-yard line waiting for the punt by the Sharks.
Right. I think if you're the Sharks, you need to be very, very careful here to keep this ball away from this guy.
Well, they might be listening to you because he's trying to kick it out of bounds. But it bounces inbounds, and Devin Cox is there immediately to down it, so they don't give him a chance to return it. So the Denver Titans are going to take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a great choice there because you definitely don't want to change the momentum this close to halftime and give these guys momentum going in possibly for a field goal or a potential score with after all the work you put in the first half of this game.
You know, and the way both these defenses are playing, this might be one of those first-to-score wins kind of games.
Right.
You know, it's just but both teams will make adjustments after the half, so we might see a completely different second half after the break. So with 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first half, we're at shotgun formation, double-doubles, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 4 down linemen front for the Denver Sharks, single safety over the top. There's that snap. He's looking to his right, throws it, and those outs are working for him. He fights for extra yards and runs right through that DB.
Yeah, he ran through that tackle of Jamar Harris there and picked up the first down. And as I told you, it looks like that quarterback is just looking to the right when he sees Jamar there and just keeps throwing it.
We're going to hurry up offense.
Right.
We're going to stay same formation, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
As you see Jamar, he's in no man's land. Yeah, I think Jamar may be tired or he may be not feeling too good. But I also do know that if you keep picking on this guy, he will pick you off.
Yeah, I've seen that out of him before in the past.
And he also has the ability to take that interception back to the house as he used to return kicks and punts as well.
Yep, that's true. Well, it was like Sandman saw that the defense wasn't ready, so the Sharks take a timeout with 2 minutes, 7 seconds left in the first half. And as they take a break, we might as well take a break. It'll be a quick one, but thank you for watching ColoradoSports.TV's coverage of the New Mexico Chili Bowl. And after the quick break, Colorado Sports TV returns for the coverage of the New Mexico Chili Bowl, where we are still at 0-0 score with 2 minutes, 7 seconds left in the first half. We're going shotgun formation for the Titans, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 4 down linemen front, 2 safeties over the top this time for the Sharks. There's motion on the line, and that's going to have to be a false start. Looks like the left tackle jumped a little bit.
Yeah, I seen that too. That left tackle did jump. And I'm actually being told here the Sharks quarterback Smoke is out of the game. Did you see Smoke out last series? I thought he was still in. I thought I seen that.
Yeah, I think I still saw him in there.
We have to keep an eye on that there.
All right, so after the false start, we're at 1st and 15 for the Titans. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, shotgun formation. There's that snap. Here comes the pressure where Malcolm Riley throws outside and hit immediately for no gain on the play. Good play by Devin Cox, number 14.
Right, Bray got that pass out in the flats right away to his receiver, Phillip Torch Williams. He just was unable to make a man miss and get out of bounds to stop the clock. And this should actually be the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, you're right. They're not stopping for the 2-minute warning. I think they forget about it. Going same formation, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, shotgun formation. There's a snap. Throw across the middle. It's caught, but then he's brought down quickly. Gain of about 4 yards on that play is going to bring us up to 3rd and 11.
Right, and I still haven't seen a signal for the 2-minute warning.
There's and the Titans called a timeout. So I guess we didn't have a 2-minute warning. That's interesting.
Right, and last week it kind of had this same type of thing happen. I think it's just I think the officials are getting caught up in the action too. And just kind of let that one get by them. But they've been doing a very, very good job here this evening. So I think they get away with this one.
Yeah. We'll forgive him that trespass a little bit.
All right, it hasn't affected the game in any way at all. No one's gained a benefit here. Maybe the Sharks may have wanted those extra seconds to probably try to do something themselves. They get a stop here, but the clock did roll through the 2-minute warning, and we're down to 1:19 left after a timeout taken by the New Mexico Titans.
They're breaking the huddle now, though, so it looks like we're ready to go. Big third down play here for the Titans and big third down play here for the Denver Shark defense. And the Titans are going to stick to that double-double with 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right in a shotgun formation.
And the Sharks are going to have to start getting some pressure on this quarterback if they're going to want him to be out of rhythm at any time in this ball game.
There's a snap, handoff up the middle. Tries to bounce outside. He's met and brought down. Good gain on the play of about 9 yards, but it's going to bring up 4th down for the Titans.
Yeah,
with the clock ticking at 1 minute 6 seconds and going.
Yeah, that was a very nice run for Phillip Torch Williams, but he was brought down on the play by Tochi Richardson.
All right, they're going hurry up. We're at 56 seconds and ticking. Shotgun formation, double-double. Waiting for the snap at 50 seconds. There it is. There's flag on the play. Going one-on-one over the top. He's open. And another flag on the play. That could be pass interference.
This is bad. We're going to have all sides on Weldon Guillory, and then we're going to have pass interference here on that DB over here. So we have 2 penalties that are going to be on the Sharks.
They don't stack.
Right, but they are going to get one of them.
Yeah, I think the pass interference is 15-yarder.
Right, but the thing is that both of them are on the Sharks, and they just actually, with 42 seconds left in the half, probably just made their biggest mental mistake of the ball game.
Yeah, that's very true. 42.2 seconds. So let's see what the white hat calls out. Yeah, there's the offsides against the Sharks. That is declined.
Jesus.
We're going to take the pass interference call against the Sharks. That's going to give them 1st down, so that's a 15-yard penalty. And
on 4th down.
Was that 4th down?
The marker said 4th down.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been 4th down.
I think it was third. I think it was 3rd down. We were talking about 3rd down.
They probably just flipped. They probably flipped it. But
so they're going to set these chains and snap immediately because now we're at 42.2 seconds, and the Titans aren't hurry up. They've got the ball at the Sharks' 31-yard line.
And quarterback Bray is in the shotgun formation.
By himself?
By
himself. Sure is. Trying to find somebody to get open, and it goes right through the receiver's hands. That's going to stop the clock with 38 seconds left to go in this first half.
Yeah, and that shot is surprising right there to see Brian Robinson drop that pass because there was no one next to him, and he probably could have picked up a few more yards after the catch.
While they're waiting to huddle, I'm going to tell you what, man. I've dug this. You're doing a great job. And listen to what you did last week. You did an awesome job. And in my position with the Colorado Football Conference being the commissioner, I haven't had a chance to be with the team. So if you don't mind,
okay,
I'm gonna let you take the whole second half.
I would love this.
And I appreciate you doing that, man. And after this half is over, I'm gonna spend the rest of on the sideline and be with the team down there. So there's that shotgun formation. There's a snap. He's looking to his left. Here comes the pressure. He gets away from it. Finally hit and brought down. Big sack on the play by the Denver Sharks defense, and the clock is still ticking with 27.1, but now they stopped it, so somebody must call a timeout.
That is going to be a sack by number 14, Devin Cox.
Boy, he's having a game.
He is playing a big game today for that stop on the play, which is going to back them up and put them in long field goal territory if they decide that they have to go that route.
Well, it's 3rd down right now and very, very long with 27.1 seconds left to go in the first half. You saw their kicker. He can't kick that. That's an NFL kick right there. That's a tough NFL kick from there.
I say if they pick up another 5 yards, they'll give him a shot.
Yeah, you think?
I think that kicker is that good.
Wow.
5 more yards, and I think they give him a shot.
All right, so the coaches are leaving the field, and we're about ready to snap here on 3rd down. 27.1 seconds left in the first half. And look at this formation. Yeah, it's double-double, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, shotgun formation. And there's motion. That's a tough one because the defensive player moved, but the offensive line moved.
Right, and they're backing them up.
So they're backing so False start by the Titans are making things tougher for him with 27.1 seconds.
And so now how huge is that sack by Devin Cox now?
Yeah.
Because now that these guys are definitely clearly out of field goal range now. So I'm looking that these guys are probably going to put the ball in the air. It is third down. I don't think they'll try to run up the middle unless they're going to just concede the half. So I think they're going to probably try to pass the ball. And I do believe Darian Thompson, may be his option. He's been staring him down and coming straight down to the right side here, number 1.
27.1 seconds left. Empty backfield. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Throws outside. Caught. The Sharks are right there immediately to push him out of bounds. And then tackle late out of bounds.
Oh, my.
It's mistakes like that
This
don't help your cause.
This is going to put them into field goal range with a late hit personal foul against the Denver Sharks.
You know what worries me is that the referee threw the flag doesn't have his hat either. Did he throw 2 flags?
Well, what that means, too, is that someone stepped out of bounds. So maybe that the receiver that was originally outside number 1, he probably got pushed out of bounds or ran out of bounds as soon as he went out and the ref took his hat off.
You could call it illegal holding against personal foul.
Oh, wow.
They're going to offset. So we had holding and then 2 personal fouls. Holding against the Titans, 2 personal fouls by each team. So at 18.4 seconds, we're going to redo that play. This is what I mean about defensive football, man. I mean, here we go. 18.4 seconds is very dramatic.
I think he's going to mark some yards off against the Titans here still, even though he said offset.
So the 2 personal fouls offset, and they're going to charge him with the holding?
Oh, well, now the Titans are back inside their own territory to their own 46.5 yard line.
Incredible.
If I'm the Titans now, I run it up the middle and I go to halftime. I'm content with a 0-0 ball game. You don't do anything right now to risk turning the ball over. Looks like third down still. So I run the ball, take it to halftime, 0-0, and be content.
Well, unless they're going to do that a shotgun, which doesn't seem likely. He went empty backfield. So they got 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, 3 safeties.
You see who's
for
playing
the
safety.
Sharks. And here comes the pressure outside. There's another flag. The quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to try and run out of bounds. He's staying in bounds and finally gets pushed out.
Yeah, and there's a flag in the backfield.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this one's coming back.
Well, let's see what the White Hat's got to say about it.
Hey, he just threw the flag too fast. So I'm going to say this is probably going to be holding right there on number 76 of the New Mexico Titans. But let's let the referee make that call. I sure hope Jonathan Clark really didn't do what I think he did.
Holding against the Titans.
It does look like it was a holding penalty, which is going to back them up another 10 yards.
I don't even want to do the math on it. Look where the original line of scrimmage is. It's over at the 31-yard line of the Sharks. And now, that was the original line of scrimmage, and now the Titans have the ball on 3rd and forever at their own 36, 37-yard line.
They need about 40 yards. So, again, why do something silly here? Just take it to halftime.
Yeah, we're going 9.6 seconds, and they listened to you. They handed it off, bounced outside, and that's enough. That's going to take us to the end of the first half, and as the players go to the locker room, that finishes the first half. The score is still 0-0 with 2 undefeated teams, both playing for a bid for the national championships out in Florida. And, again, Sean, thanks again for covering for me for the second half.
It's my pleasure. As I stated here, being at the Rio Rancho High School Football Stadium for the New Mexico Chili Bowl, this is an awesome atmosphere today. It's awesome for football. There's actually no wind right now. It's probably still about 70 degrees. We have a 0-0 ball game at halftime, and these guys are looking to end this game on a very, very high note.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, and I'm going to be happy to watch from the sideline this time.
Hey,
good man, Sean. I appreciate everything, brother.
Eric Chacon, it's good. It's been a pleasure today.
Likewise, man. All right, and again, we'll get back to you after halftime. Thank you for watching ColoradoSports.TV's coverage of the New Mexico Chili Bowl. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Colorado Sports TV's coverage of the Chili Bowl. We're watching the Denver Sharks take on the New Mexico Titans, and we're down here in Rio Rancho. Eric went down to the field, so you're stuck with me, but thankfully Sean's here.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave you, buddy. Oh, we got some trickery here. We got a kickoff with the pass to the right side. He's wide open, running down the right side, down to the 50 to 40. He's down to the 35 to the 30, still going down to the 25-yard line where he's going to be down after a big return for the Denver Sharks inside the New Mexico Titans 25-yard line to set him up for the second half.
And I didn't get that setup initiated, so I can't show the replay. I didn't get the in. Oh. One of the times people have been giving me grief about overusing the in the chat room. They've been talking about how we've been overusing the instant replay, and here would have been a great time to use it, and I wasn't ready.
Right, and that was
Sorry,
awesome.
folks.
He dropped the ball. He bobbled it. I think that might have been a ploy. He might have did that on purpose to make everybody's attention come to him, and he threw the ball to the right.
Well, it worked.
It worked.
They got way down the field. They're 1st and 10 here at the 24-yard line, just knocking on the red zone. And they might actually be in field goal range even.
They are in field goal range. And a quick update from earlier, it does look like the quarterback is still Smoke for the Sharks.
Yeah, number 2 I see is still out there. I heard you guys said that you got a report that he was out of the game, but it's nice to see that was incorrect, or at least momentarily.
Right, he's probably just getting a breather. And I'm shocked here, 17 seconds into the second half, we have a timeout.
Already? That's,
Yes.
now that's interesting.
That one kickoff, I guess, was enough
Yeah.
for the Titans to decide, hey, something needs to change immediately because this is not going to go on in the second half.
Now, this is a case where our angle was off, but that throw almost looked like he was a few yards
Forward.
ahead. Yeah,
I didn't want to say something,
that looked
but
like 1 or 2 yards, a little bit forward progress there. But the Zebras have a better view. They didn't say anything. They let it go, so
Correct.
I'm not going to object.
all right, here we go. Smokes in the shotgun formation with double receivers to the right, single to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. The handoff is going to go up the middle. He shakes it out to the left, makes the first 2 defenders miss. He shakes it, hurdles a guy. He's going to be down at the 15-yard line after a very, very strong run for the Denver Sharks. It looked like he was going to be bottled up there in the backfield, but he was able to make something happen and pick up, it looks like, 9 yards on that gain.
Well, that was impressive. That's that's actually a great. If I had to pick one word for this game, impressive.
Right.
I mean, because everything's impressive. The stadium's impressive. the
view, the
weather, the game itself has
yes.
been impressive, and it's just been wonderful. And folks, I hope we're doing a decent job capturing this for you because this has been a lot of fun.
Right, it has been. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 1 from the 15-yard line. Hand up is going to go up the middle. He's going to be stopped in the backfield for a short loss. And this is going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Well, so do you go outside or just keep pounding up the middle here?
I think you run the ball right up the middle. You know, you don't take any extra chances. You hand it to your hoss and let them run it right up the middle. I think you should bring in 37 Toshi Richardson as a big set of beef up front, which they have not done. But they do have 2 backs in the backfield, a double receiver set to the right, single to the left. Smoke is in the shotgun formation. He fakes the handoff and throws the ball outside. He's got a receiver. It's going to be overthrown. It did look like a little bit of contact, but there's no flags. And this is going to bring up 4th down. The New Mexico Titans defense held again. And let's see what the Sharks do here. They are clearly in field goal range and definitely have a kicker with the leg to do it. And it does look like they are coming out to line up for the field goal, which will be.
Well, that makes sense. It makes sense. You know, you're down here. You don't want to come away from this with nothing. So better 3 than 0.
Right, right. And this looks like it's going to be on the 16-yard line. 31-yard field goal here. Snaps up, kicks up. And it is good. We have our first points of this New Mexico Chili Bowl. The Denver Sharks take a 3-0 lead over the New Mexico Titans here early in the second half. And it was all set up on that big return.
Yeah. Yeah, he was able to get a couple blocks and just run right up the sideline and set themselves up. They got 3 points on the board.
Right, and the great thing about both of these teams are their offensive output is very, very high, and at any time they can get the ball moving down the field and putting points up on the scoreboard.
Absolutely.
And so the Sharks are going to be back to kick the ball off, and it looks like the Titans have 2 deep for the return. Obviously, you know, Anthony Ratliff is definitely going to be back there. He's one of the most dangerous guys in the New Mexico League. So if he gets the ball, as I stated earlier, you want to keep the ball away from this guy because he is very, very dangerous. Or you get a lot of arch on the ball where your guys get enough time to get down the field.
Well, I know Denver's hoping for that one.
And here we go. Set for the kick. It's going to be a very nice kick, deep. Handled in the end zone. He brings it out. He's at the 15-yard line, up to the 20. Makes a move down the 25-yard line. Makes another move, 30-yard line. He's still going up to the 33.5-yard line. And that's where the New Mexico Titans will start 1st and 10 here in the second half, looking to keep this momentum going from the first half where they were moving the ball on the ground and with the aerial attack here late in the first half. We're going to see if they can capitalize on that here early.
Well, at 12-0, I wouldn't write anybody off quite yet.
Correct. And as I stated, neither one of these teams has lost all year, so nobody's going to want to lose either.
No, and someone's going to, in about 35 football minutes, someone's going to be unhappy.
That is very correct.
As we all know, football minutes has no correlation with actual time.
The handoff is up the middle. It's going to be a short gain here of approximately 4 yards. A 4-yard gain on first down there.
Well, 2nd and 6. You know, you pick 3-4 up every time, you're just going to march right on down the field.
Right, right, and definitely it will keep the defense on the field as well, and it will wear them down. So here we go, 2nd down and call it 6.
When you lean on the table, it shakes this camera. Sorry.
No problem. Call it 2nd and 6. He stepped back in the shotgun to pass to the left. It's caught. He's going to be gang tackled there. That's Griffin Trio. And that is going to be a New Mexico first down at the Denver Sharks 48-yard line. First down. He just stepped back and he looked right at the receiver. The receiver had a little bit of space, and he made his mind up right away, and he passed that ball outside for the completion. And they're going to come out again, same formation they've been running, but this time we have doubles on both sides. And then we also have one running back in the back. Handoff is up the middle. He makes one move. He's outside now with a lot of room. Big run. He's going to pick up the first down as he runs over a defender at the Denver Shark 37-yard line. And this running back it looks like he's starting to get his motor running here because he's still running just as strong as he did since the opening kickoff.
Well, there's not going to be any altitude issues here. Both teams are from mile-high cities. So
that is correct.
Everybody's used to this altitude, which is probably something unique for the visitors of both of these teams.
Right, and it's 1st and 10. The New Mexico Titans come out in the same formation Sharks do have a 7-man front, but back off. Pass is complete to the 33-yard line, which is going to be a gain of 3. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the New Mexico Titans at the Denver Shark 34-yard line with 10:19 to go. Quarterback Bray is still in the shotgun formation. It looks like this time we are back to the double receiver set on the right, single to the left, one running back in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. Big hole. He's got room. He makes the guy miss. He runs down to the 14-yard line where he's brought down by Chris Smith. But this is going to be a first down run for the New Mexico Titans down inside the red zone.
They just opened up a gap big enough for even me to get through.
Right, and that's again Philip Torch. He's been torching them all right. Philip Torch Williams, who's been getting big gains all game long, and this time he sets them up inside the red zone for their deepest field position of the ball game. And we're going to go first down here, same formation. The quarterback's actually audible with his receivers now. His receiver has 15 yards of wide space over there, wide open. He does run the ball up the middle. It's going to be another huge gain here of 8 yards. And again, that's Torch Williams.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to start feeding this guy the ball, and he's running downhill. And so, and as I stated earlier when I was speaking with Eric Chacon, it doesn't seem like they're getting much pressure at all from their front. You know, these guys are still running the ball right at them, and they're picking up yards. We're going to go 2nd down and 3 from the 7-yard line. The 8-yard line. Passes up, dropped. He did have a wide open receiver, number 1, Darian Thomas, but I think he heard the footsteps there, and he turned upfield before he actually controlled the ball. So that's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to make this 3rd down and 3. And you know what? I say run it up the middle.
Yeah.
You know, so far it shows they haven't been able to stop the run up the middle. So why change it?
Yeah, why? Until the Sharks step up and close that door, keep going through it.
Right. And they are coming out with that double formation with that single running back in the backfield. The quarterback, Bray, is in the shotgun formation. Handoff is up the middle as expected. Wide open, walks in, touchdown. And that's going to be a touchdown right there. It looks like number 21, Torch Williams, which is going to make this a 6-3 ball game early in the second half. 8 minutes and 18 seconds to go. The New Mexico Titans lead the Denver Sharks 6-3.
Now, Williams just threw his team on his back and marched them on down the field.
Yeah.
And said, all right, you guys score. Anything you can do, we can do better.
And he's been doing it all game.
Yeah. You put 3 up, we'll put 6 up.
Yeah, and he's been doing it all game long. Somebody's going to have to get this guy a baseball stake. And so they're set back for the extra point, which could make this a 4-point lead. That snap is high, kick is off. It looks like it is going to be wide left, and it is no good. There was pressure, but it was a high snap. The kick was pulled to the left, and it is no good. The score is going to remain 6-3. New Mexico Titans over the Denver Sharks.
Well, they just kind of opened the door there for the Sharks a little bit, or left the door open, I should say, because that could come back and haunt them.
Right, and points are at a premium here in this game, so every point is valuable. And so it's going to remain a 3-point ball game with 8 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The New Mexico Titans are leading the Denver Sharks and getting set to kick off. And that brings some energy into the Titans now. You see these guys are actually starting to get a little bit more energy over here.
Well, Eric wasn't kidding about this view. We've got great views here.
Man,
Even
tell
now
me
the
about
sun's
it.
gone down, we can't see the mountain, but the lights have come out.
Yes.
I lived here for 2 years before I moved to Colorado.
Okay.
And, well, my wife was working on her PhD at UNM. And we have some great memories of Albuquerque.
That kick is received at the 11-yard line. He's got a lot of space. He's still running. He's up to the 45-yard line. And this is going to be a first down for the Sharks are going to start the ball at the 45-yard line after Andrew Maynard returns the ball to the 45-yard line. Excuse me. First down, Denver Sharks. And then when he first picked that up at the 11-yard line, it didn't look like there was much there, but that hole opened up really quick.
Yeah.
And so the Sharks are coming out.
He fought for some yards, too.
Yes, he did. He almost broke that one all the way. They're coming out. Looks like same formation. Doubles to the right, singles left with two backs in the backfield. He slaps his hands, and we got movement up front. And this should be encroachment on number 94 for the New Mexico Titans, but I'll let the officials make this official. Oh, excuse me. False start. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Sharks. Maybe the tackle moved too soon.
I don't know, but they're now looking at 1st and 15.
You're right. And it looks like we're same formation. Shotgun. Handoff up the middle. He's going to be stopped in the backfield. There's 3 New Mexico Titans there on the tackle, led by number, it looks like 42, Michael Gormley. Again, I've been saying his name all game long. Seems like if there's a play to be made, he's making it.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is in the backfield with regularity on almost every play. They have to get some blocking up front if they want to run the ball. And here we go, same formation again, doubles to the right, singles left, 2 backs in the backfield. Looks like we do have pressure coming from the outside now from the Titans. Handoff, he goes backwards. He's still running. He pops the outside, but this is going to be, it looks like a no gainer, and we have a late flag. We have a late flag on the play here. There was activity outside on the out-of-bounds line on the Shark sideline. Let's let the officials make the call. It's going to be a personal foul, late hit, and it is going to be a 15-yard penalty for the Sharks, which moves the ball down to the Titans' 45-yard line. First down for the Denver Sharks. And, boy, I tell you, they needed that.
Well, if you're going to help your opponent out, they'll take it.
Right. And this is the game that you definitely don't want to do any helping. And the officials have been doing a great job letting these guys play. So don't let these guys get involved now. You guys keep playing. You guys have been doing great. And to keep these officials out of the game. Same formation. Handoff is up to the left side. He's got the first down and some. And it looks like this is going to be a 11-yard gain for number 48 of the Sharks. And this is going to be a first down for DeHaven. Once again, it seems like once he gets the ball, he's always looking to pop that out and get more yards. So he's not going to, settle for first contact. He's always looking for more than there is, and it proves right there why he runs that hard. First down here, it looks like we have the same formation, this time flipped. He's in a shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle. He's going to be stopped in the backfield by number, it looks like 6, Kyle Lopez. Comes up and makes the tackle in the backfield. Second down after a short loss of 1. And you wouldn't expect anything less from a championship game of 2 undefeated teams than a 6-3 ball game halfway through the third.
Oh, no. No, this has definitely been a defensive game. And I don't see that changing.
I don't either. And it looks like we're going to flip it back to the other side now. Back to doubles right, singles left, 2 backs in the backfield. Smoke is in the shotgun. He's calling out the mic now. Snap is off. He drops back. He throws the ball deep. He's got a man. He's caught it. He's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. This is going to be a first down. Down to the 3-yard line. And that looks like Smoke's
That was a great pass.
go-to guy there, number 13, which is going to give them a first and goal inside the 5-yard line for the Sharks. And they're quick up to the line going up tempo. I say you run it right up the middle, which he does. He's going to be bottled up, and he's stopped. And this is going to be a short loss on the play, which is going to bring up second down and goal. That was a good push up front there from the Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. You hear the chants coming now from the New Mexico Titans as we have a pretty decent crowd here. They're all rooting for defense because they want their defense to come up with a big stop here. We've got just under 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter in a 6-3 ball game with the New Mexico Titans leading the Denver Sharks, but the Sharks are in the red zone on the 5-yard line looking to score here on second down. Smoke is in the shotgun formation. Snap is away. Inside slant, and it is caught for the touchdown for the Sharks by number 1. This is going to be a touchdown for Travis Greer, who does make up for the drop touchdown that he potentially could have had in the first half. And so now this is going to make the score 9-6. Denver Sharks over the New Mexico Titans with the point after try coming.
Let's see if I can position the camera right. The field goal actually bounced off the Rams sign.
Did it?
We'll have to see where this one hits. And honestly, that Ram sign surprised me when I saw it because that's just a blatant copy off CSE.
Yeah, right.
They did blue instead of green on some of them, but it's pretty much a copy.
Up, snaps up, holds up, kick is good. It is going to be 10-6. The Denver Sharks over the New Mexico Titans here with 3:12 to go in the third.
And here's where that extra point failure comes to play because a field goal doesn't tie you.
That's correct. That's correct. It looks like the scoreboard hasn't been updated yet, but the score is 10-6. Sharks over the Titans. And there we go. You know, I was actually talking as my colleagues here were typing scores in the scoreboard at the same time. And the Sharks are going to be setting up here for the kickoff. And as I stated, they do have a very, very dangerous return man here for the Titans in number 2, Anthony Ratliff. If this kid touches the ball, he could go all the way.
Well, he's had a couple of good runs already.
Yeah, and you see why they don't kick him the ball. They're trying to keep it away from him on punts and kickoffs, but he tries to find his way to the ball anyway. Sharks line up for the kickoff at the 35-yard line, going left to right. The kick is going to be up. It is deep. Returnable. He drops the ball. Oh, he's in a world of trouble now. He's cutting it outside. He's got room. He found a little bit of space. He's up to the 23-yard line. That was a great job making something out of nothing for number 11, Tiandre Wilkins. Because when he first caught the ball, he dropped it, and it rolled about 5 yards. And instead of him making a play, he had to make a play to make a play.
Well, sometimes that happens when plan A goes awry. You better have plan Q ready.
You're right, right. Excuse me. And so the Titans are coming out now, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Double formation, one back in the backfield, standing on Jay's right side. Handoff up the middle. He makes one move and picks up, it looks like, back to the line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up a 2nd down. And that was good push this time from the Sharks to bottle up the middle, so there was nothing there. It seems like the yards have been ready up the middle anytime he wanted to run it. And this time, Torch had nothing there, and it is going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Well, you guys called it earlier when you said this game seems to be going by fast. We're already down to nearly 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
Right, and ticking.
And ticking.
And here we go. We got a guy jump. It should be a free play. He's got a receiver. He makes the catch. He gets up, but I don't think he can do that.
No.
That's going to be a 1st down right there at the 50-yard line. And we have a flag, which it looks like is going to be encroachment.
Yeah, they're going to decline that.
I'd say so, too.
The only person that hasn't moved right now is the sticks, and there they go.
Yeah.
So,
And I don't know what number 23 was doing for the 28 was doing for the Sharks. He was doing some type of dance where he was, waving like the penalty was going the other way. But clearly this ball is at the 50-yard line because it was encroachment, and it was a deep completion for that quarterback who's been killing him here, Jason Bray.
No? Oh, we're just been informed that they've got using the college modified rule set, so he wasn't down automatically at the ground. He should have been touched. So,
right, maybe the officials were a little bit anxious when they seen that Laundry on the field as well. But here we go, towards up the middle. Another big gain here, down to the looks like the Shark 38-yard line. And just for me to backtrack here, we are using NC2A modified rules. He did make the catch at the 50-yard line on that last play previous to this. And my understanding is without being touched, he should have been able to continue to run under the modified rules. But maybe the officials seen something and blew it dead at that spot. So now it's going to be a 1st down for the Titans inside Shark territory at the 38-yard line. Coming out of the shotgun formation, doubles, steps back. He's hit with a big tackle there. Looks like number 19. That was a big shot there off of the outside for Trent Couch. And, they didn't know if he was going to be here today, but he showed up, and it looks like he's ready to go. Excuse me, that's number 19. Correct, Trent Couch.
well, they told me earlier that in some cases jerseys came down where the players weren't able to.
Okay. Well, I do know Couch is here, but that was a different player because Couch doesn't have dreads. All right, and here we go. He's got pressure coming. The pass is off. It's a screen off the right side. He's wide open up the middle. He's got a lot of space. He's down to, it looks like the 21, maybe the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Titans on an excellent executed screen, and that's why the Sharks were in the backfield so easy because they just let those guys go.
Yep.
I knew something looked too good to be true because they haven't got pressure like that all game.
Well, the quarterback was serving tea, so, they had to come in and have their refreshment while the ball goes the other way.
All righty, and here we are here at the end of the 3rd quarter. we have the Denver Sharks leading 10-6 in this New Mexico Chili Bowl, with the winner of this ball game advancing to the national championship game in Florida.
Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to step aside very quickly just for them to switch sides of the field. We'll be right back. Hope you're enjoying the Chili Bowl here from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Welcome back, folks. We're about to get this fourth quarter underway here from Rio Rancho. The score right now is New Mexico Titans 6, the Denver Sharks 10, which is kind of I don't want to say surprising, but what has been surprising is that this game is such low scoring.
Right, and one thing I just seen the officials do is they just marched the ball down and spotted it as if there may have been a penalty.
They sure did. They gave the Titans great field position. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 10.
Yeah, they were down at the 21 on that last play, but here we go. First down. The handoff is going to be up the middle. He makes a move. He's still on his feet. He's pushing, dragging the pile. He's going to be down to, it looks like the 5, maybe the 6-yard line. And Torch Williams, he keeps his feet moving and continues to pick up more yards after the first contact.
Williams has had a great game.
Yes. Yes, and as of right now, for the Titans, I have to say that aside from the quarterback, that he right now is the catalyst that's getting it done.
Yeah.
Not saying that no one else is not performing, but he is overperforming.
Oh, by no means is he doing it alone, but that last drive that resulted in 6, it was pretty much him throwing everybody on his shoulders.
Right. Agreed. And here we go. We got double-double. It looks like we have Sharks inching up, and it's a bad snap. Oh, the ball's still loose. But we have flags on the play. He did fall on the ball at the 25-yard line. But I believe we've had movement up front on the Sharks. And so this should be half the distance, which will probably be approximately 2 yards. Place the ball at the 4 now. And here we go. 2nd down and 3, so they still can pick up a first down before the touchdown. They are coming out with superstar running back Torch Williams in the backfield, and he's probably going to be looking to run this right up the gut right now for 6. Handoff is up the left side, off tackle. He's going to be stopped short of the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss. And this is going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, I think on this previous play, the Sharks were prepared for this one.
Yeah, they were ready.
They actually, the hole he chose to go through, they were running that outside linebacker into that same hole. And so here we go. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 from the 5-yard line. Torch Williams is in the backfield. You have single receiver sets on both sides. Pass across the middle is going to be dropped. Oh, that should have been 6. He had a man on the inside slant. It had a little bit of steam on it. But that pass is going to come up incomplete. It does hit the ground. 4th down. and I don't see any movement by a kicker at all right now. I think they're going to go for this 4th down.
Well, why not? Why not? Because even if you turn it down, you've got 98 yards to march. So
We'll go into that in just a second, my partner. But here we go. 4th down and 4. Not 4th and 1, but 4th and 4. The Titans are coming out. They may not snap. They may just be trying to draw him off sides. He does snap it. Passes up. Caught. Across the middle. Inside slant for a touchdown. And that's going to be number 1, Darian Thomas. That's going to be a New Mexico touchdown of 4 yards on the inside slant by Thomas from Bray to change the score now to 12-10. New Mexico Titans over the Denver Sharks, and we just had some fireworks here.
Yeah, we did. Now, the first half was a battle of the defenses. This one, the offense is lighting up.
Right, and before that play, I was just about to say kick it because then it would still have been a 1-point game, and it still would have remained a 1-score game regardless of the score. But he did get the ball into the end zone, so, hey, 6 is better than 3. You are on top now, so there is a new change of the score again, which will be 12-10 with the point after try coming.
Yep. Yeah, it's and I'm not sure who called timeout here, but we've had, or is this an injury timeout? Do we have a guy down over there? We have helmets off, which is unusual.
I don't see anyone
There's
down.
4 of the Shark players that have their helmets off, while they're down there.
Yeah,
on the
they're
field.
gassed. They're
And
gassed.
That's a little unusual during the game for me, unless there's been an injury timeout or something. I haven't seen that too often. But, well, I actually wonder how many of these guys drove down today versus came down last night.
Right. Well, I drove down this morning, and I want to say that maybe less than a handful of guys drove down today.
Yeah.
Everybody-
We drove down today as well. A little nerve-wracking. Would we get there in time? Would we get there?
Yeah. Snap is up. Bad snap. Point after try is up, and it is good. It was a low snap, handled well, and a good kick through the uprights for a 13-10 lead from the New Mexico Titans over the Denver Sharks. Hey, I tell you what, the first half went by with no points on that board, but here we go. They're starting to light it up now.
They are. And the Sharks are just down by a field goal now.
Yes, and as I stated before the game, I thought this game would be a very close game, and I actually called it a pick. And it's proven to be a very, very good defensive game. And we have excitement coming down in the fourth quarter here with 12:37 to go, with New Mexico leading the Denver Sharks here as these two undefeated teams fight to stay undefeated.
Well, not only do they fight to stay undefeated, they both want to go to Florida.
They both want to go to Florida. First thing first, I think they both want to win this one.
Well, they do.
You know, but I do think that we have.
And guys, the Sharks, if you do win and you know all that, I can't go to Florida. Just let you know.
Well, he's speaking for himself there. Yeah, I think I got me a Speedo, you know.
Now I know I can't go to Florida.
I'm going to buy me a Speedo tonight. All right, Titans are back for the kickoff at the 35. It's an onside kick. It's up the middle. Oh, wow, and it's kicked straight to the Sharks inside of Titan territory. Hey, what do you make of that?
Number 40 of the Sharks he was set up and ready for it. He snatched that ball out of the air in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's Damon Roberts. I mean, he kicked it right to him, and with the way the field position has been going all game, I almost want to say that that's probably the first mental mistake that the Titans have made all game.
Mental mistake or possibly physical mistake. I don't think he got the bounce off the ball he was going for.
It was a lapse in concentration on one part of it.
Yeah, it's something went awry.
Yeah,
And the result is 1st and 10 for the Sharks at midfield.
well, I didn't see the head coach over here blow a gasket. That's why I kind of, thought it might have been planned, But their defense is good, and actually great, and they haven't given up much anything all game. This guy's clearly offsides right here. Okay, he's back, and we have a run out to the left side. He's running hard, pops it out. He's going to be spun out, and looks like he's going to be tackled there out of bounds or pushed out of bounds for a gain of 1. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. There's just nowhere for him to go on that play. He tried to pop it outside, and the defensive end made him pop it wider and wider until he ran out of bounds.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be 2nd and 9 now from the 45-yard line. A short field on this possession for the Sharks with 12 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, trailing by 3. They are in the shotgun, Smokers in the shotgun formation with doubles to the right, singles left, 2 running backs in the backfield. He is now calling out the blitz and Mike back, and he hands it up the middle. He's got a big hole, still on his feet, and he is down there tackled at the sticks. 8-yard carry tackled on the play by number 44, Eddie Villanueva, and this is going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. As you hear the fans here getting hyped, they're rooting on for their Titans to make some noise here on this big 3rd down here. I hope they can disrupt the Sharks, and the Sharks are looking to pick this up.
There's a decent-sized Shark fan base here as well. There's some folks made the 5-hour trek down.
That's correct. Shark is Smoke is in the backfield with the handoff up the middle. It's going to be off the left tackle. He's going to be past the sticks, 1st down and 10 at the New Mexico Titans 30-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Sharks. And they are inching towards that field goal range. So right now, the Sharks are actually back in good shape to where they could potentially tie the game or potentially going back on top. And New Mexico's defense has been playing very, very well all ball game and really have not been giving these guys much of anything at all. Sharks come out, shotgun formation, doubles to the right, singles left, 2 backs in the backfield, handoff off the right side. Once again, he's going wide. A big hit there. He's going to be out of bounds. Out of bounds after a gain of 4. That tackle is going to be on the play by number 2, Anthony Ratliff, after a 3-yard gain. 4-yard gain there for the Sharks. 9 minutes and 40 and counting here in the 4th quarter of this New Mexico Chili Bowl between the New Mexico Titans and the Denver Sharks, and the New Mexico Titans are leading 13-10. 2nd down now and 6 for the Sharks from the 26-yard line. You got double receivers to the right, singles left with 2 running backs in the backfield. Smoke shotgun, steps back, looking to pass. He passes it. He does look to the right. He had a man there, and that pass is going to fall incomplete, stopping the clock with 9:04 to go. He had 2 receivers there.
Yeah.
And if that pass was actually on target, either one of them would have had a touchdown. But as it stands, we just watched the New Mexico Titans do exactly what they've been doing all game, and they came up with they got lucky on this one, but they actually came up with a way to move on to 3rd down here. If they can actually stop this here, then the Sharks have a decision to make. So 3rd and 6 here from the 26-yard line.
Well, what is the range of their kicker?
I'd have to say that they're pretty close. Like they're
Yeah, you've got to be at the edge of it right
yes,
now.
they're pushing it. Smoke drops back. He's rolling out to the right, then throws this one away. Flag on the play. Oh, and this may be.
Actually, I think that might be against New Mexico. I think while I followed the ball, the New Mexico defender, I think this is going to be a late hit.
If
call.
this is going to be a roughing the passer, now this would be a very bad mental break for New Mexico because clearly he was throwing the ball out of bounds, and intentional grounding is the call. Intentional grounding as well as personal foul, offsetting penalties, replay the down.
New Mexico got lucky on that one.
Wow.
He must not have gotten outside the tackles.
I thought he was clearly outside the tackles. He was almost to the numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
But the ball did not reach the line of scrimmage, and so I believe that was the basis for the flag.
Yeah, that could have been.
And so here we go, third down once again.
Because these officials have been very fair.
Right.
And if they've called a great game.
Mm-hmm. They've been very on point.
All night, so.
We got whistles again. Looks like we may have a timeout by the Sharks as we see head coach Shannon Richardson step on the field. And as I spoke with Shannon earlier today, as I stated, there's a lot of players on the Sharks with a lot of championship rings.
Yeah.
And Shannon Richardson, the head coach, he has 9.
Wow.
And he also has a Hall of Fame ring coming up. And then he's been voted into the Hall of Fame this year as well.
He's going to start needing to wear them on his toes here soon.
Right. I told him he's going to need some toe rings pretty soon. And actually, Weldon Guillory, number 35, I spoke with him before the game, and he has 10 rings waiting on his 11th. So, and he's also been playing for 25 years.
Well, that's still nearly every other year you win the championship.
Right.
That's
unbelievable, unbelievable accomplishment. And so the Sharks are coming out here on third down with two backs in the backfield. You got double receivers set to the right, singles to the left. I think they might want to get Smoke out of the pocket here and maybe roll him to the left this time. But let's see what happens here. He steps back, passes away, wide open receiver, caught up the middle, touchdown. And that is going to be, it looks like number 16, or is that number 16 for the Sharks with a perfect pass from Smoke, Marcus Crowder, touchdown. And that's going to make this a lot closer ball game again. Here we go, 16-13. This time, Sharks on top with a point after try coming.
Do you kick or do you run?
I think you kick it. It's a 3-point game. You push it to 4.
Yeah.
I think this kick is going to prove to be actually very big because, remember, the New Mexico Titans have a very, very good kicker. So you don't want to just settle and have a 3-point lead. The hold is off. The snap is off. Hold is up. Kick is good. 17-13. The Denver Sharks over the New Mexico Titans. And, I was just speaking to one of my colleagues here, and I told him that I believe that the second half was going to have a little bit of excitement and that the actual winner would be putting up maybe more than 21 points.
Yeah, you called it.
And now what do we say? Here we go. We're rolling. And we still have a back and forth battle. And you wouldn't expect nothing less than 2 undefeated champions.
Yeah, but we've got just under 9 minutes of football time left. So there is still plenty of time for everything to go crazy.
You're right. I was just about to say it's an eternity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so now, here we go. Let's see how the Sharks play this kickoff. Number 2 is back as well. Anthony Ratliff. who is, again, as I stated over and over, a very, very dangerous return man. And they've been doing a good job keeping the ball out of his hands with him where he can make something happen. Sharks are lined up for the kickoff at their 35-yard line. And now that goes back to that onside kick.
It does.
That short field gave them a short field. They pushed it down there and scored.
I don't think that was on purpose.
Well,
If it was, that's really brave to be that blazing a challenge. But,
right.
But I think that was an oops.
Well, sometimes the reputation with kickers, but I'm not going to go into it. But here we go. We got a deep kick. This ball is going to be down at the 5 and caught by Ratliff. Here we go. He's out to the outside. He's got room. He made a move, makes the first and second man miss, hurdles a guy, and is out of bounds at, it looks like, about the 43, 44-yard line. Let's wait for the officials to spot the ball here. They're still moving. It looks like the 46-yard line. And I just told you this guy's dangerous. You don't want to get the ball in his hands. And so now New Mexico doesn't have far to go either. They're inside their own 50 at their own 46-yard line. 1st and 10. New Mexico trailing the Denver Sharks 13-17 late here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Plenty of time to go. Quarterback is in the shotgun formation. He's scanning over that defense, and here he sets back. Quick pass out to the right is going to be caught again by number 1, Darian Thomas, and he does step out of bounds after a short gain of 4, second down. Yeah, and I think what the Sharks did is they made that adjustment over there at cornerback. They moved Harris from corner and put Devin Cox over there. So there's not much more work for that receiver over there, Thomas, to do much more. Cox is a very, very all-class, all-pro cornerback who can man up and play good defense. The handoff is up the middle. He's got a big hole, still on his feet, and he's still dragging defenders. He's still going. These guys can't bring him down. Okay, now they finally get him down at the 29-yard line after a monster gain there and a strong run by nobody other than Torch Williams.
Yeah, Mr. Williams is having one hell of a game tonight.
First down at the 29-yard line, and the Titans are looking to put points on the board on this drive. That gain there was huge.
And they're still staying up the middle, which isn't going to stop the clock.
Right. It's
They're
not
not
going to
trying
stop
to use
the clock.
the sidelines at all, so far, really.
I think they're so confident in their offense that I don't think they care about the clock. They're in a perfect position right now to where neither team really needs to be worried about the clock. He steps back in the shotgun formation, throws up, he pump fakes, throws, receivers wide open, up the middle, makes a move, still on his feet, spun around, and he's going to be down to the 8-yard line, 7-yard line. That catch is going to be caught by number 32, Griffin Trio. And I said his name a few times today. Inside the 10-yard line, first down and goal. 13-7, Titans trailing the Sharks, but they are inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line, and they have momentum on their side with Torch Williams lined up right beside Jason Bray. And Bray does hand it to him, and he runs it up the middle, and he's still on his feet. Touchdown. And guess who? Torch Williams.
Well, if you're going to run it all the way down the field, you deserve the 6.
Yes. Torch Williams, again, this guy is dragging guys play after play after play, and this time he drags him in for a touchdown. And so this score is going to change to 19-17. New Mexico Titans over the Sharks with the point after try up to come. And I knew this was going to be an outstanding ball game, but this is 2 weeks in a row that we've had fantastic football in championship games. Snaps off, kick is up, kick is good, and the score is now 20-17. New Mexico over the Sharks. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
All the scores have been in the fourth. This has just been an amazing fourth quarter.
Right. I mean, we go all the first half with no points. We had a lot of action, but no points. And we get to the second half, and it's a little less action, but more points. And so I definitely don't think there's no panic for any body, or either team. No one should panic. It's plenty of time in this ball game. It's a one-score game, a field goal possession lead. So we still have a very, very up for grabs ball game here.
Well, and I'm not sure exactly how many timeouts either team still has, but we do have, well, in theory, the 2-minute warning to go.
Maybe.
Yeah, they kind of, I guess that was kind of oops the first half. But what happened last week was a discrepancy between the field clock and the scoreboard clock.
Okay.
And that's what caused, they said that we actually had one, but we didn't notice.
And see, this is an onside kick. That's twice in a row. See, they are doing that intentionally.
Yeah, they are.
And so, see, the head coach down there he's not upset. That onside kick was recovered by it's in a Titans hand, but it was recovered by the Sharks. And I got to say, I'm not going to second guess the coach or anything, but with the way this ball game has been played, I'm going to say these two kickoffs have been terrible, terrible choices. You had the guys where they couldn't move the ball at all. Let your defense do work. You send those guys down the field, and you make them work for those yards. You just gave them the same field position, and they pushed it down the field for a touchdown.
Yeah, now you're doing it again. Well, I think it was number 29 for the Sharks that came down with that. I'm not 100%, but I think it was 29 for the Sharks. And I just looked on the roster, and I don't see his number there, so I'm not sure who that was. But if you're watching later on, nice job taking the abuse.
Right, because they definitely beat him up on that. And when that ball is in the when that pile starts to pile up, there's a bunch of stuff that goes on in that scrum.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're able to hold on to it, you're a pretty tough guy.
Yeah, I was talking with someone before the game and about how it's a shame that the NFL can't put out two broadcasts, one on normal TV and then one on like HBO.
Okay.
Where they could go ahead and mic up sounds of the field
Yeah.
for the HBO version so you could hear the guys talk to each other. You could actually have a mic in the scrum.
Right,
so,
right.
You hear all that. Now, I guarantee the language that's being spoken in there is not kid-friendly.
Right. I think it'll be okay, but I think the Patriots ruined that for a lot of people, the New England Patriots. But we'll leave that there. We do have it looks like the Sharks are coming out now on first down from the Titans' 45-yard line.
Let me just counter that. I grew up in the land of bears. I think Dick Butka beat him to it.
Oh, so everybody's miking guys up now. All right, we have a double receiver set to the right. A smoke is still at quarterback in the shotgun with two backs in the backfield. Single receiver set to the left. Taking his time. Now we have a linebacker does step up on the line and steps back for the Titans. Handoff's going to be off the left side. Running towards the sideline. There's nowhere to go. And this is going to be a gain of 0. Second down and 10. 6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. With the Sharks trailing by 3, 20-17. here in the fourth quarter in this New Mexico Chili Bowl, with the winner advancing to Florida for the national championship game.
I'm going to make a prediction here.
Okay.
I think it's going to really come down to whoever has the ball last
Okay.
will win. 'Cause the way this quarter's going, it just seems to be back and forth.
Right. It's tough. They are back and forth, but you're right. It could come down to a last-second field goal. Here we go. We have a shotgun formation, same formation set. Smoke is in the backfield. He does get the handoff, fake off the first man through, and it hands to the second man through. And this is going to be stopped in the backfield by number 9. 994 and 42. Oh, they gang tackled him there for a loss on the play. For a loss of, it looks like 3 yards. Or, excuse me, a loss of 2 yards. Yeah, and they were in the backfield. It seemed like in a hurry.
We just had a bird fly into our window here.
Right. I wonder if they're starting to pick up on that snap count again.
They could be.
And this is going to be the biggest third down play of the game for the Sharks right now. 3rd and 12 from the Titans' 46-yard line. Sweep. He's in the backfield. He's in trouble. He's trying to find some space. He's running in circles. He has him blocking. He does have a blocker now. He steps outside. He's still trying to go side to side. And it is essentially all for a loss of 3.
Well, he did run 30 yards.
Right.
Just all east and west instead of north.
And now that was a 3-yard loss. I believe the clock should be running, which it is. This is 4th down.
Yeah, he didn't get out of bounds on that one.
So there's a decision to be made right now. Do you punt it and pin them deep and trust your defense? Or do you go for it and risk getting them the short field, knowing they have an outstanding kicker and a great offense?
I'd punt.
We have a timeout by the Sharks. It looks like Coach Shannon Richardson is going to think about this decision before he makes it, which probably is a great idea to do.
Well, he could also be trying to get a gut check from his offense.
Right.
Just to see, all right, guys, can we get these 14 yards?
You're right, and I think
because we need 14 yards.
Right. You said it twice, and you said it clear. 14. So not a yard or not 2 yards.
No.
14. So even a pass of 10 yards, it will be a turnover on downs. So you do need 14 yards for a first down, or New Mexico will get this ball back in very, very good field position.
And we've seen what happens with both teams normally start off midfield.
Right. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah, there's been one exception to a score, but so far, except for that one exception, if they start midfield, there's points on the board.
Points are coming. Correct. And so here we go. Let's see what the Sharks are going to do. It's 3:55 to go. I don't see how many timeouts are remaining for either team, but I do know the Sharks just called one.
I think they have one remaining.
I think you punt this ball.
They've used all 3?
I'm being informed that the Sharks have 0 timeouts remaining. And I'll try to get an update on how many timeouts that are remaining for the Titans.
Now let's see. After the play, we'll go ask him.
They have no timeouts remaining.
The scorekeeper just ran into our door and said, "They've got 0," and then ran back.
So with no timeouts remaining, the Sharks are lining up here to go for it from midfield, 4th and.
You got to love their confidence.
Forever. Ball is on the ground. He's in trouble. Oh man, this is danger. This is danger. The ball is thrown away, incomplete, with pressure from number 59 from the Titans.
50.
50?
It's on the 50.
No, 59 Tyler Smith with the pressure.
Oh, no, I meant they're going to set the ball down on the 50.
Yes,
They're
incomplete.
Yeah, so they're turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for New Mexico from the 50.
Right. 59 got the pressure after the bobble snap. He had a quarterback smoke running backwards. And before he could get any momentum or find a receiver, he just had to get rid of it. And it's incomplete now. It's 1st down for the Titans at midfield, 3-point game with them leading with 3:47 remaining. No timeouts for the Sharks.
Yeah. Well, they better hope for a 2-minute timeout or a 2-minute warning here.
They're going to need to get some pressure. That's a handoff up the middle, and he's got a big hole. He's got a hole, and it looks like he could take this. He is down to the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. Oh, man, and the Sharks are going to have to find some inner strength right now if they want to continue to keep their national championship hopes alive. Because this kicker for the Titans, he can definitely make this kick, but they are not looking for a field goal.
No, actually, they're pretty obviously looking to eat the clock away. I mean, he could have stepped out of bounds and stopped the clock and chose not to.
Right. And again, the Denver Sharks are out of timeouts with 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining and counting. And I think they're just going to keep on feeding the torch right up the middle until they prove they can stop them. And as you see, quarterback Jason Bray using his handoff up the middle. He's using his sweet little patience, taking his time before he snapped the ball, winding that clock down. Hands it off for a big gain of 7 on 1st down, which will bring up a 2nd down and 3. And if anything, right now, these guys have got to stand up and hold these guys to a field goal. If these guys score a touchdown, this ball game is over.
Could be.
They have no timeouts. A touchdown, this game's over.
Yeah, but then they're just a pick 6 away. So
If it'll be a 10-point game.
Well, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So that's.
And here he goes again. Bray standing back, milking the clock. With Torch in the backfield, hands it to him. He makes a cut. Wide open up the middle. Touchdown. Torch Williams. This guy has put on a stellar performance today, and I think this guy just earned himself the game ball.
Well, that's his 3rd touchdown.
Yeah.
So if the Titans hang on to take this one, I think we're going to have to work hard to find a different MVP than Williams.
Right, I agree. Now I can say one thing here is that they did score quick.
Yes.
Which, with the Sharks having no timeouts, could help the Sharks.
And they didn't stop at the 2-minute.
There was no 2-minute warning
there was
again.
No 2-minute warning again.
Again. You're absolutely right.
So they bounced that one off the brick face and take a 10-point lead over the Sharks here with 1:49 to go in regulation.
Right, and the Sharks going to have to come out in a 2-minute offense and try to put some points on the board here in a hurry and probably try to get that onside kick. But first things first is they need a score.
Yeah. Well, I know that there's probably somebody in Greeley right now having a heart attack because Coach Mark wasn't able to make the trip. So he's probably watching from Greeley right now, yelling at his screen all kinds of advice.
Right. And the Sharks, they are not coached today by the offensive line coach Rick Estrada. It looks like he was unable to make the trip today, but they do have still an outstanding head coach there who's done a very good job today.
And by no means are we trying to make excuses. So anyone watching this, no, there's no excuses. This has been a hell of a game.
It has been, and looks like the leader now is above 21 points, as I stated. That kickoff is received at the 5. And it's going to be returned to the right side. He's looking for a little crease, and he gets down to the 30-yard line. That is going to be returned by, looks like number 88. And that's going to be Andrew Maynard. And they're going to start to 30, and it looks like he's slow to get up.
Well, before we wrap this up, I want to take a quick second and congratulate Corey Hartman for being named the new head coach of the Pueblo Steel.
Awesome. Congratulations, Corey.
I know he's got a lot of love for that team, and I'm looking forward to see what he does.
Yes, congratulations again, Corey Hartman, and the best of luck to you in your upcoming season, and we wish you nothing but success. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the New Mexico Titans as the head coach is out at the numbers to call the timeout. With 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining, and the Titans leading the Sharks 27-17 in this national championship qualifier, with the winner advancing to the national championship game in Florida.
Well, I just had to run and ask the scorekeeper. He thinks that he's not sure, but he thinks the Titans have one more timeout. He thinks that was their second.
I didn't see the refs, so I'm not.
But they're not really keeping that close a track on it since they're not putting it on the board.
Right, and I definitely know that the Titans right now, the timeouts are the last thing that they're worried about. You know, in fact, they'll probably give that timeout away to take off another 40 seconds. You know, so we are coming out now. Sharks are in a shotgun formation, looking to go out in a up-tempo 2-minute offense. You have a 3-man front from the Titans. Got pressure from the outside. Quick pass, low and incomplete. Bring up second down. I tell you, like this game still has time on the clock, and these guys cannot give up. They still have to play this game out. You know, you never know what can happen. I do know that it's a very, very uphill battle for them, but you never know what can happen if you can put a quick score on the board.
I'm sure if we could have complete access to all the games played, we could find examples like this where the teams have come back and been victorious.
Right.
But it's going to be a hell of a fight.
It is. And they're coming out now, 2nd and 10 from their own 30-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield, doubles to the right, singles to the left. Smoke is still the quarterback. And he drops back, and he's looking to throw the ball deep. Oh, and it's almost caught there by 11. It goes straight through his hands, and that, I believe, is Lane. No, that's going to be Michael Simpson. And to be honest, you know, if he catches that ball there, they're going to be short. Clock's going to tick. And they're going to have to run up and have to rush a play. So I kind of think that they're kind of going downhill now, or uphill, in the last remaining 2 minutes of this ball game, when they actually still have a shot. It's a long shot, but they still have a shot. And here we go. It looks like same formation. Smoke still in the backfield, in the shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield. Drops back, looking to pass. Pass is caught. He's spun around, still on his feet, fighting for yards, still on his feet, and he's still moving.
You okay?
Yes. Sorry, I got excited over here, and I couldn't tell if he was spinning and turning, but he did almost get the first down, or excuse me, he did get the first down, but he almost broke it. So now clock is still running, 1:04 remaining. First down at the 47-yard line of the Titans. Smoke does drop back, looking to pass again. Passes up, and it's intercepted. And this is going to do it. He's looking to take this. He's looking to score. He's cutting back. This is by number 22, Josh Vaughn. We got a penalty down there at the end of this ball game with some extracurricular, as number 22 will seal this ball game, and the New Mexico Titans are going to walk out of here the New Mexico Chili Bowl winners here today.
The 160. No, not yet.
Yeah, and this is by no means
Okay, and I'll talk. All right. Thanks.
a tough. This is a tough loss for the Sharks to take, but it's not a bad loss. They played an undefeated team, a champion. They came down and traveled, and it was just a tough game. They started slow. The New Mexico Titans came out. They were ready to pound the ball up front. They were stout. The line stood all game and took the beating. Quarterback delivered good balls when he stood back to pass. And your running back, Phillip Torch Williams, with an outstanding performance here in the Chili Bowl for the championship as they come out in victory formation. And quarterback Josh Bray does just take a knee, and I believe that is going to do it here from Albuquerque, New Mexico, with the score 27 for the Titans and 17 for the Sharks. We will need to hike it one more time, and that will do it. That will do it with the New Mexico Titans coming out as the champions in the New Mexico Chili Bowl. They will advance to Florida to play the national championship game. I want to congratulate both of these teams, first off, for a nice season, a hard-fought game here today. But congratulations to the New Mexico Titans, and good luck in Florida. Absolutely. Torch Williams, you had a very, very good ball game. Those horses up front paved the way for you, and they kept on opening those holes up for you all game long. You guys did a great job. Good job to you.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
It was.
That was a lot of fun.
It was.
Well, folks, thank you so much for watching the first annual Chili Bowl with us. We don't go on the road very often, but when we do, it's usually for good reasons, and this one was. So we're going to go ahead and sign off here. Final score, New Mexico 27, Denver 17. On behalf of Sean and myself and Eric Saccone, thank you so much for watching. I'd say tune in again next week, but this wraps up our season.
Right.
So we will be back with the Colorado football. I'll just put it that way because I don't know how there's a lot of drama with the leagues up there, folks. But we'll be back with Colorado football in May. And I think we've got a few special games here in the fall, but I don't have any dates or any details, so I don't want to get anybody teased on that.
Right.
But this was a lot of fun doing this year's season. Sean, thank you so much for being on mic with us. This was amazing.
Thanks for having me. And I definitely want to thank the audience that tuned in today and watched our broadcast. Hopefully we did a decent job where you guys enjoyed the game, and hopefully we didn't miss too much here. And again, I do want to thank you for tuning in and watching this outstanding New Mexico Chili Bowl.
And I concur. Thank you so much, folks. So as I said, this will conclude our broadcast. And wish everyone a great night, a great rest of your summer, and take care of each other.